On the air for more than 70 years, this is television's oldest and most successful real estate program, The House Detective. The House Detective is brought to you by Axia Home Loans, White Lotus, Loca Tile Group, Nicole Williams State Farm Office, First Centennial Title, Campbell's Carpets, Accent Window Coverings, Norwalk Furniture Gallery, Master Service Plumbing, Scott Roofing, Nevada Custom Closets, Flowers by Patty, and featuring homes from Better Homes and Gardens Drakulich Realty. And now, here's third-generation house detective Greg Newman.
Good afternoon and welcome to The House Detective. We start the show with our beautiful arrangement from Flowers by Patty in the Moana West Shopping Center. This is the big week for them. It's Valentine's week, so get your order in now. Flowers by Patty. We've got a packed show, so I'm not even going to chat that long. I'm just going to tell you to head down to Micah Cottages by Carter Hill Homes. They're getting things started here on The House Detective.
Tucked on the edge of the Carson Valley with the Sierras as a backdrop, you'll find a new community, Micah Cottages. Taking full advantage of the space, you'll find cottage homes with creative designs, open living spaces, and in-law suites with separate entry. Each home has upgraded finishes and wonderful views of the mountains. And you're close to shopping and golf in an established neighborhood. It's Micah Cottages, just south of Carson City off 395. Brought to you by Carter Hill Homes.
We're spending more time at home than ever before. That means organization is key to a peaceful house. Here at Nevada Custom Closets, our goal is to bring that organization to all parts of your home. From the living room with creative entertainment spaces to stylish master suites, even impressive garages are part of what we can do for you. Nevada Custom Closets is located inside of Norwalk Furniture Gallery at the corner of Huffaker and South Virginia, or look us up online, Nevada Custom Closets.
This portion of The House Detective is brought to you by Better Homes and Gardens, Drakulich Realty.
As you see, this week we're featuring homes from Better Homes and Gardens, Drakulich Realty, and last week we teased that there's some big news coming from Better Homes and Gardens, Drakulich Realty. So we brought in the boss. Brian Drakulich joins us. Brian, the big news.
Good morning.
What's going on?
Thanks for having us, Greg. Today we have Lee Stevens from the Lee Stevens team. His group of 28 agents just joined our company, and we're very excited to have them on board, and we're focused on growing and helping more people.
Absolutely. You brought us some amazing listings. Part of your group. We already are seeing some of those listings, right, Lee?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're excited to have all the access to that and help Brian showcase and be a part of the brand and have his mentorship.
The Better Homes and Gardens brand, that's a great brand to be a part of. Okay,
Yes.
Now we're going to get into homes from Better Homes and Gardens, Drakulich Realty. Lee, let's see number one.
So let's head inside the gates of Montreux for our first stop. You've got ambience and elegance with home number one, a beautiful semi-custom home that just steps away from the fairways. This elegant 5-bedroom, 5.5 bath home has been meticulously maintained and enjoys the shade of towering pines and plenty of natural light. You'll notice the exposed beam ceilings and the European oak floors, as well as the rock-framed fireplaces in the living room and primary suite. There's a courtyard anchored by a casita that has a kitchenette and a fireplace with almost 4,500 square feet of living space. This elegant home has an asking price of $3,375,000. To find out more about this Montreux home, contact Jennifer Heinrichs. You can reach Jennifer at Better Homes and Garden, Drakulich Realty for more information about Home 1.
It's part of Reno Skyline, Arlington Towers. Home number two has brought the high-rise lifestyle to a whole new level. The wide-open 1-bedroom, 1.5 bath unit enjoys breathtaking panoramic views from the south side of the building. The open-up floor plan is an entertainer's dream with refined updates that include refinished hardwood floors, ambient lighting, and automated blinds for all found on this 14th floor, almost 1,200 square foot residence. Arlington Towers enjoys several common areas, including an indoor pool, workout room, and elevated patio. All this for the price of $489,900. Want to know more? Call Blake Monroe. You can call Blake at Better Homes and Gardens Drakulich Realty for more information about home number two.
We're headed south to the gated community of the old Washoe Estates between Reno and Carson City. Here you can enjoy the views from the deck of home number three, an elegant European manor. This beautiful 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath custom home enjoys extensive features you'll see before you step through the front door with lead glass. Inside you'll be taken by the updated flooring, custom lighting, and raised art fireplace. The lofted area has a separated suite, and it could be the perfect home gym. This almost 4,800 square foot home is priced at $1.25 million, and you will love the landscaped yard with waterfalls. For more about this Washoe Valley home, contact Johanna Somerset at Better Homes and Garden Drakulich Realty. Johanna can get you more information about home number 3.
With home number 4, modern luxury meets elegant design. It's more than just words. It's a reality with this semi-custom home in the elegant Southwest Reno neighborhood of Ranchera. Upgrades are found in every corner of this 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath home. Some of these custom touches include smart home automation, custom closets, tankless hot water system, and EV charging system. This over 4,100 square foot design has elevated finishes in the kitchen and an open loft that has endless possibilities. The great location has you close to shopping, dining, and the club. All this has the asking price of $1,699,000. To find out more about living in Ranchera in Southwest Reno, you can contact Tiffany Colbett. You can reach Tiffany Colbett at Better Homes and Gardens Drakulich Realty for more information about home number 4.
Now we're going to discover an oasis of luxury nestled in the heart of South Reno. Home number 5 is a renovated masterpiece that's a blend of sophistication and comfort. Stretching to over 5,600 square feet, there's plenty of room for the 6 bedrooms, 4 full bath, and 2 half baths. The living spaces are filled with elegance and timeless charm. At the same time, you may miss the heated floors, cozy wine and whiskey cellar, or nearly 1,900 square foot garage that parks up to 7 cars. There's an in-law quarters with separate entry and city views from the balcony. The asking price is $2,595,000, and you're just minutes away from the airport, skiing, and Lake Tahoe. For more information about the South Suburban home, contact Rochelle Hopkins. Rochelle is with Better Homes and Garden Drakulich Realty and has more information about home number 5.
Just south of the city, in the shade of the tall pines of Franktown Road, is home number 6. Here you have a masterpiece of stunning architecture and privacy. This sprawling estate sits on 5 acres just above the valley floor. The moment you step inside this impressive custom creation, you'll notice details like hickory floors with quartzite inlays, beechwood ceilings, and ample alder cabinets. You'll find a kitchen with timeless elegance and creative living spaces with natural light from picture windows. The outdoor living space is immersive with a fire pit and outdoor barbecue. This 7,550 square foot home has the asking price of $4,950,000, and there's a separate guest house on the property. If you're interested in this amazing Washoe Valley estate, contact me, Brian Drakulich. You can call Better Homes and Gardens Drakulich Realty for more information about home number 6.
Good stuff. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you coming in. Big news.
Yeah, thank you.
Love to hear it.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, now we're going to bring you from one showroom to another. We're going to bring you out to Campbell's Carpets, where they not only have carpet, but they offer hardwood as well, and they do all their own installation. It's Campbell's Carpets here on The House Detective.
For more than 30 years and 3 generations, Campbell's Carpets has been freshening up homes in northern Nevada. Step into their showroom to find an extensive selection that's sure to fit your budget. They feature name brands like Shaw and Mohawk. Your home will never look so good. Looking for hardwood? Campbell's can help there too. They have a large selection of hardwood and they do all their own installation. It's family run and locally owned. Campbell's Carpets.
Ryder Homes has been designing and building award-winning communities for over 60 years now. And we're just getting started. Now building in Sparks, Carson City, State Line, and coming soon to downtown Reno, Nevada. Learn more at ryderhomes.com/Nevada.
This portion of The House Detective is brought to you by Axia Home Loans.
We mentioned last week on the show that just the hint of a changed market can really pick things up, and we've already seen that. And we brought in Kevin Anderson from Axia Home Loans. You have seen more applications, you've seen more offers on homes. It's already picked up, and we're not truly into spring for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, so I think people are starting to see that interest rates have come down, Greg. Okay. And if you were a shopper, say 6 months ago, when rates were in the high 7s, low 8s, and now we're kind of dipped into the low 6s, that's a pretty big swing in interest rates in a short period of time. So a person, if you were looking 6 months ago for, say, a $500,000 property, you put 10% down, $450 loan amount, you're probably seeing a $490 to $500 lower payment per month now. So
that's impressive already. And we figure, and we've said this before, that interest rates most likely are going to tick down some more, even though it's not directly related to the Fed, but it's related to his words. And that's how this all happens.
Exactly. And like I said, the Fed and long-term interest rates, they don't dance together. They're kind of on the same dance floor.
That's
so the Fed has met a couple times. They haven't raised them, which has caused now interest rates to come down. They're going to meet again in March and then again in May. I'm presuming they're probably not going to pull down interest rates until probably May. But for a home shopper or a person that's willing to get pre-approved now,
right,
our market is still kind of slow enough that you can still try to get a seller credit. That's a seller giving the buyer money to help with either closing costs or buying down their interest rate.
And that's really the key to this is, okay, if you can buy down that interest, you don't have to wait for the Fed to bring it down for you. If you can get into a home before those home costs go up again, and we've seen a steady tick up in what it costs to buy a home in our area through the past couple of years.
Right, and you don't have to wait for interest rates to come down in the near future to do a refinance. That could be all on the seller's dime now.
Good stuff. If you want to know more, this is why you sit down with Kevin and figure out exactly what your plan is and what's the best way to go for you, whether it's 30 years, 20 years, or just something else, because there's a lot of something else out there, aren't there?
There's a lot, yeah.
How do they get in touch with you, Kevin?
7 days a week. You can reach me at 560-5252.
It's Kevin Anderson with Axia Home Loans, just giving us a good wrap up about the market. Good stuff as always. Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you.
Okay, now we're going to remind you that White Lotus could be a perfect gift for Valentine in your life. Home cleaning services so they can be out doing something else. It's White Lotus Home Cleaning Services here on The House Detective.
They take care of the job at your house in a very succinct amount of time. They have it down to a fine science of what it takes to get done in a certain amount of time, so they don't waste your time or your money.
One of the very, very few companies that use non-toxic biodegradable products.
Because they are trustworthy. Exquisite home cleaning is a White Lotus. It's not just the attention to detail, but it's the unexpected.
Tucked between Nevada's oldest settlement, the natural beauty of the Carson Valley, and the fairways of Genoa Lakes is Mountain Meadow Estates. This neighborhood of semi-custom homes will offer 4 different creative designs with separate elevations. At Mountain Meadow Estates, you're just steps away from the fairways and minutes from the charm of Genoa. Located just off Jacks Valley Road in Genoa, it's Mountain Meadow Estates, presented by Carter Hill Homes.
Before the phone rings here at Master Service Plumbing, our team of professionals are getting ready for what comes next. We make sure that our journeyman plumbers have all of the equipment and training necessary to do whatever the next job brings. We make sure to be on time and get the job done quickly so we can keep our rates competitive. And we're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for those plumbing emergencies. We're family owned, Master Service Plumbing, fixing Nevada's plumbing since 1991.
This portion of The House Detective is brought to you by Dickson Realty.
When I saw who was coming in from Dickson Realty, I have to say, I was a little starstruck. I want to introduce Carol Bonford joining us here on The House Detective. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm a little starstruck too.
No, not at all, not at all. Okay, we're going to get right into homes from Dickson Realty, and home number 5 is your listing. We'll talk about that when we're done, right?
Okay, yeah, it's beautiful.
Let's see home number 1.
Okay. It's your own slice of rural paradise with valley views, quiet surroundings, and twinkle of city lights. That's home number 1, a Spanish Springs Valley ranch home. The single-level 4-bedroom, 4-bath home has been finished with exceptional craftsmanship and an extensive use of arches and rock. The kitchen features high-end appliances, and you'll notice the extensive hardwood floors, and the primary suite enjoys wonderful mountain and valley views. There's about 3,300 square feet in this home, and it's set over 10 acres, giving you plenty of room for the detached shop that could be a barn or a separate living space. All this has an asking price of $1,250,000. Want to know more about this Spanish Springs home? Contact Dawn Dees. You can reach Dawn at Dickson Realty for more about home number 1.
Enjoy country living, but with the convenience of schools, a park right down the street, and shopping. Home number 2 in Gardnerville has that country feel with a great location. This is a move-in ready home with hardwood floors and an open living space. The open kitchen is perfect for entertaining with a serving bar, and the primary suite has plenty of space. A nice touch found with this 3-bedroom, 2-bath home in almost 1,600 square feet is the expansive patio and RV storage. Enjoy a quiet community, all for the asking price of $560,000. To find out more about this Gardnerville home, call Brenda Collings. You can reach Brenda at Dickson Realty for more about home number 2.
Here's another chance to leave the noise and the lights of the city behind. Just imagine yourself enjoying the sunset from the patio of home number 3 in South Spanish Springs. The single-level 3-bedroom, 2-bath home in Wingfield Foothills has a dramatic floor plan. Immediately, you notice the archways framing the formal dining area. The comfortable great room enjoys a fireplace, built-in shelves, and plenty of natural light. The kitchen is all about the updated appliances and fresh flooring. The almost 1,800 square foot home has recently updated smart home features, and the backyard has new landscaping to complement the paver patio. All this has an asking price of $539,000. For more information about this Spanish Springs home, contact Chris Galley. You can call Chris at Dickson Realty for more about home number 3.
Here's a little peace and serenity set on over 11 acres. Home number 4 in the Virginia City Highlands is an extraordinary compound that's just a few minutes from the city, but it feels like a world away from reality. There are 2 separate homes and a museum on the property. The main house has 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths with stunning views and top-of-the-line interior finishes. Those views grab you inside and bring you through the panoramic windows to the expansive patio. Next is a great house with 2 bedrooms and extra-large 4-car garage. The last special touch is a fully furnished museum that's a part of this special property. This compound has the asking price of $2,495,000, and you can park 8 cars inside. For more about this Virginia City Highlands compound, contact Kathy Hamill. You can reach Kathy at Dickson Realty for more about home number 4.
The elegant setting with the mountains looming as a backdrop create the scene for home number 5. This Saddlehorn home has a great location that borders common space. You start with a dramatic sitting room with arched windows and towering ceilings. Enjoy gourmet dinners served in the formal dining room, framed by pillars, an archway, and intentional lighting. The kitchen has an elegant feel with elevated built-in appliances, a large island, and impressive custom cabinetry. There's a cozy family room with fireplace and wet bar, and the primary suite has another fireplace. This almost 4,300 square foot home has the asking price of $2,295,000, and you will love the laid-back Saddlehorn lifestyle. For more about this Saddlehorn home, you can contact me, Carol Bond, or you can give me a call at Dickson Realty for more about home number 5.
So if you want to know more about that home, you can get in touch with Carol. Anything we missed in the copy, Carol?
Well, it is a 1-level home with 3 ensuite bathrooms. It's gorgeous. And actually, it did just go into escrow, although it's not closed yet, so we could look at backup offers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming
you.
in, Carol.
Thank you.
Okay, now we're going to remind you each week we tape here at Norwalk Furniture Gallery. You want to see more of the gallery? Here it is on The House Detective.
We're more than just a furniture store. We can help transform your home or your room. Hi, I'm Michelle, owner of Norwalk Furniture Gallery and Accent Window Coverings. We offer competitively priced flooring, area rugs, furniture, art, unique accessories, and window coverings. Best of all, we can help pull it all together with our free in-home interior design services. We are located on South Virginia in the Winters Crossing Shopping Center. Come visit Norwalk Furniture Gallery today and let us help you create the perfect space.
Change happens in our community and with your family, and so do your insurance needs. I'm Nicole Williams, your local State Farm agent. My team and I are here 5 days a week to help with your changing insurance needs. We're committed to personal service, so when you call, stop by, or set up a virtual appointment, we can create a plan that's right for you. Call to make an appointment or stop by our convenient Midtown office to see if we can save you some money on your auto, home, or life insurance needs.
So many of us have investment properties where we bring in somebody from outside of our family to rent our property, and part of that rental might be a security deposit. But what are your rights as both a renter and a rentee when it comes to that deposit? We brought back in Kurt Franke from the law offices of Kurt A. Franke to talk about security deposits.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we know of them. It's part of that whole first and last and deposit. What are the rights for a renter to start?
Let's start, with how much a landlord or a renter, landlord can ask renter has to pay as a security deposit. It can't be more than 3 months rent for starters.
Oh, okay.
So there is a limit on the amount that you can charge as a security deposit. That money can go into a bank account, it can be commingled, doesn't have to go into a separate bank account. It can be interest bearing, not interest bearing, and the tenant isn't necessarily allowed the interest on the security deposit, so the landlord can keep that.
Okay, so that means if everything goes well, theoretically they get that deposit back, right?
Yeah, and hopefully more than theoretically, but that's
Sure.
the idea. There is an allowable cleaning deposit that can be, cleaning fee that can be taken out of your security deposit legally by statute. But other than that, the landlord has to provide you a list of what has been deducted. So security deposits are there in case there's excessive damage, not normal wear and tear. Right. If you didn't pay your rent, if you breach your lease early, those are the kinds of things they can take out for.
Okay, and like you said, a landlord must disclose why they're pulling money from that deposit, right? They can't just say, oh, I'm just taking your deposit. They must itemize it out, right?
That's correct. They have to return the security deposit within 30 days at the end of the termination of the lease.
Okay.
And if it's not all returned, other than the cleaning deposit, they have to give you a list of what was taken out of it. And if you don't agree, you have 30 days then to send a letter saying, I don't agree.
Interesting. This is why there might be a contention in your world where if you're a renter or you're a landlord and you say, okay, I've put together this security deposit statement to a renter,
correct,
and you have not answered up to it, then you might have a legal issue, right?
That's right.
If you want to sit down with Kurt, you can do so. How they get in touch with you?
Well, you can call my office at 775-827-6100. Speak with Linda, Camille, or Dylan. They'd be happy to set up an appointment, or go to my website. That's LOCAF, LOKAF.com.
Offices of Kurt A. Franke. It's great information for both sides, whether you're a landlord or a renter, to understand that security deposit.
Yeah, a lot of disputes arise from that. So if you understand going in, I think it's really helpful to avoid that.
Good stuff. Thanks, Kurt. And now we want to remind you that Scott Roofing has been roofing homes in our area for more than 75 years. Here they are on The House Detective.
Seasons in northern Nevada can range from the harshest of summers to the most dramatic of winters. Hi, I'm Justin with Scott Roofing. Our family-owned business has been servicing roofing needs in northern Nevada for over 75 years. We work with companies like GAF and Malarkey to bring your home a fresh look that will stand up to all the seasons. We're Scott Roofing, roofing homes and commercial businesses for over 75 years.
First Centennial Title has called Nevada home and has been at the forefront of northern Nevada property transactions for over 40 years. Our in-house team of title, escrow, and real estate professionals work together to provide our clients with the resources and services they need to purchase a home and close a real estate transaction. There's no question a lot goes into the home buying process, and First Centennial Title is here to streamline the closing.
We are First Centennial!
This portion of The House Detective is brought to you by RE/MAX Professionals.
We're going to finish off the show with, well, a little dignitary. We've got the current president of the Sierra Nevada Realtors Association. Joining me is Robert from RE/MAX Professionals. Robert, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, we're going to get right into homes because, again, RE/MAX Professionals brought us 5 beautiful homes. Let's see it.
Absolutely. It's mid-century design with an old Southwest Reno location and modern updates. Bring it all together and you get home number 1. Step into this 3-bedroom, 2-bath home and find a living room with wood-burning fireplace with bricks around, updated lighting, and refinished hardwood flooring. The open living space has room for a formal dining area, and the kitchen was recently updated. Step out back to find a mature yard with covered patio, fire pit, and hot tub. This over 1,700 square foot home has an asking price of $765,000, and there's a 400 square foot finished basement. If you're interested in this Southwest Reno home, you can contact Kate Nash. You will find Kate at RE/MAX Professionals for more about home number 1.
Just about every golfer dreams about living on a golf course. If you're one of those golfers, or you just appreciate the tranquil beauty of a rural area, then you're going to love home number 2. This 3-bedroom, 2-bath home sits right on the fairway of the Arnold Palmer designed Dayton Valley Country Club. You're greeted by a formal sitting and dining area with new paint and carpet. The great room and primary suite are all about the views of the course, and you will love the backyard with professional curbing. This 2,300 square foot home has the asking price of $585,000. If you'd like to know more about living on the course in Dayton, call Kathy Dean at RE/MAX Professional. Kathy would love to tell you more about home number 2.
Now let's bring you downtown to a stylish loft in the middle of the city. Home number 3 is in the Montage downtown. This is a rare 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 3rd-floor unit. The Eastern Exposure townhome has city views from the living area and balcony. You will also find hardwood floors in the kitchen, and there's plenty of storage space with a primary suite that's well separated. The Montage features 24-hour security, a 7th-floor pool, business center, meeting room, and workout center. The asking price of this downtown townhome is $625,000. If you're interested in downtown living, contact Claudia Duenas at RE/MAX Professionals. Claudia would be happy to get you more information about home number 3.
A beautiful home that backs up to open space in the Del Webb community of Sierra Canyon is waiting for you. This is home number 4, and it's been recently updated. This 1-bedroom, 2-bath has a fireplace with upgraded mantle in the great room. The open kitchen looks to the living space. All the appliances in the kitchen stay, so you're good to go. The backyard of this 1,264 square foot home has a paver patio with easy to maintain landscaping and no immediate rear neighbors. All this and the amenities found in Sierra Canyon has the asking price of $477,000. If you're interested in living in Sierra Canyon by Del Webb, contact Tammy Efert. You can find Tammy at RE/MAX Professionals for more about home number 4.
Enjoy the serenity and privacy that greets you immediately with home number 5 in Southwest Reno. Here, a tranquil setting awaits you. This 6-bedroom, 5.5-bath home has a Tuscan influence and fits nicely in the foothills above skyline. The creative design has a stylish finish inside with hardwood and travertine flooring and a dramatic fireplace in the living room. The kitchen is state-of-the-art with high-end appliances and a butler's pantry. There's a separate loft with a wet bar that could be the perfect home office. This over 3,000 square foot home has the asking price of $999,995, and there's room to park your RV on the property. For more information about this Reno home, call Colleen Cook at RE/MAX Professionals. Colleen would love to tell you about home number 5.
Colleen would love to show you home number 5, a beautiful home in Southwest Reno. I want to thank Robert for coming in. Real quick, the Sierra Nevada Realtors Association is now a combination of Carson City and Reno, right?
Correct. We cover 6 counties here in Northern Nevada.
That's a lot.
Yes.
That's good stuff. Thanks, Robert.
Thanks.
Okay, we want to thank you for joining us. We'll be back here next week, normal time, 5:30, right here on Channel 2. So until then, stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next week. Take care.
The House Detective has been brought to you by Axia Home Loans, White Lotus, Loca Tile Group, Nicole Williams State Farm Office, First Centennial Title, Campbell's Carpets, Accent Window Coverings, Norwalk Furniture Gallery, Master Service Plumbing, Scott Roofing, Nevada Custom Closets, and Flowers by Patty.